On the morning of August 8, 1963, Britain woke up to shocking news. A Royal Mail train stopped in the middle of the night, robbed without a single gunshot, and stripped of $2.6 million worth over $50 million today. It wasn't a movie. It wasn't fiction. This was the Great Train Robbery, the most daring crime in British history. And what happened next shocked the nation. The train was the Glasgow to London Royal Mail service, carrying high-value banknotes collected from across the UK. It traveled overnight, fast, quiet, trusted. Security was minimal, no armed guards, no alarms, and a group of criminals knew it. Led by Bruce Reynolds, a charismatic London criminal, the gang spent months planning every detail. They studied timetables. They bribed insiders. They rehearsed in secret. This wasn't a smash and grab. It was precision. Just after 3 a.m., near Sears Crossing in Buckinghamshire, the train slowed unexpectedly. The signal ahead glowed red. The driver applied the brakes. That signal had been tampered with. As the train stopped, masked men appeared from the darkness. They cut phone lines. They overpowered the crew. No guns were fired, but iron bars were used. The driver, Jack Mills, was struck on the head and seriously injured, an act that later turned public opinion against the gang. Within minutes, the robbers uncoupled the rear carriages and forced the train forward. Their target? The high-value parcels carriage. Inside were 120 mailbags stuffed with used banknotes. The gang worked calmly, almost professionally. They passed bags hand to hand. No panic, no chaos. In just 30 minutes, they loaded $2.6 million into a waiting lorry. Before leaving, they made a fatal mistake. They took the train's driver with them, but failed to properly move the train afterward. That small error would help police trace them. Then, they vanished into the night. The gang fled to a remote farmhouse called Leather Slade Farm. Here, instead of disappearing immediately, they celebrated. They drank. They played Monopoly, using real stolen cash. And worst of all, they left fingerprints everywhere. Cups, food wrappers, the Monopoly board. Within days, police discovered the farmhouse. The robbery was no longer a mystery. It became a manhunt. Over the next months, most of the gang were captured. Some fled abroad. Some were betrayed. Some simply got careless. In 1964, the robbers faced trial at Aylesbury Crown Court. The sentences shocked Britain. Many received 30 years in prison, some of the harshest sentences ever given for robbery. The message was clear. This crime may have been clever, but it would not be glorified. The mastermind. Bruce Reynolds escaped capture for 5 years. He lived in Mexico, France, and Canada, even raising a family. But in 1968, he returned to the UK. He was arrested immediately. Reynolds served time in prison and later wrote a memoir, still insisting the robbery was about intelligence, not violence. To this day, millions of pounds were never recovered. Some believe the money is still hidden. Others think it was quietly spent over decades. The Great Train Robbery became legend, inspiring films, books, and documentaries. But behind the headlines was a brutal truth. A man nearly died, families were destroyed, and freedom was lost. So was it the perfect crime, or just a perfect illusion? You decide. If you enjoy real UK crime stories, subscribe, like the video, and comment which case you want.